And hello again, Internet. Well, here we are with yet another SolForge Draft. I have figured out the next game I'm going to be playing tomorrow in the break between Magna Carta runs. I'll let you guys know what that is later. For now, though, as you can see, I'm still using just the standard client today. Sorry about that. I know I think I said I was going to try out the new one, but I just did not get around to it. I completely forgot about it until, well, about 2 minutes ago, and not enough time to install it and make sure it works. That's completely on me. I am dumb. At any rate, we are going to do another draft today and see if I can actually do anything halfway decent for a change, which I never can do. And again, my main purpose for showing off this game is I really want people to play it. Mostly because I want opponents I can actually beat once in a while. I'm sorry about that. So here we go. Well, what do we have here? We have an energy prison, which gives creatures defender, which is always a good way to shut down one of your opponent's big creatures. We have Witherfrost Succubus, which can weaken and kill enemies. That might be a good one to pick to begin with. The Ice Crusher here, when it deals damage to a player, it deals that much damage again, and if you're allied with Etura, which is the green side, it gets breakthrough and is stronger, so that can be useful. What do we have here? Give a random friendly creature plus 5 attack, and another random friendly creature plus 5 armor, or 6 or 10. This thing is really handy, and I might actually pick this as my rare just to have it. In fact, these are a pair of really good Allowan ones. What do we have here? Ritual of the Elements. It spawns either a Lava Golem, which gives your creatures plus 4 attack, a Frost Hulk, which is just that, oops, or a Lightning Titan, which friendly creatures have aggressive. So this can be useful, but it's also pretty random. And then we have the Progeny of Zith, which the handy part about this one is early game you drop one and it'll become a level 2 when it dies, it'll become a level 3 when it dies. Unfortunately, it gets less and less useful as you play it, and even the levels up, it only is a 6/6 at the end. I hate this card. I think it's basically useless, so I'm not going to bother with it. I am going to go ahead and do this one because that armor is nice and it'll help power creatures up. Now, what do we have here? I'm going to end up going with this Tinkerer because it'll let me discard and level up a card. And now I have to choose what secondary I'm going to be. Well, I'm not going to choose you because you have nothing. So it looks like my second is going to be Tempest. And do I have any good creatures here? Mobility, or I can move a creature next to this. I kind of like that one, although I also like this, is it can just straight up deal extra damage. But creatures are more important, supposedly. What do we have here? While it has armor, it gets extra attack. Or something that will let me power up my spells. Right now, I'm going to go with when it has armor. Magma Hound, when it's forged, it deals damage. However, I'm going to rare draft and pick up this thing. When a friendly creature moves, deal 3 damage to creatures opposing it. So I'm starting to build the deck here. It's going to be about movement and such. Again, we're going to rare draft this guy that can let you play extra spells later on. Alright, what do we have here? Pummel Pack is good. Raid damage, deals damage, Electronet, or movement. Movement or Pummel Pack? Because the Pummel Pack can give creature armor. We'll go ahead and do the Pummel Pack because we want some armor. We're going to rare draft this guy. Adjacent creatures get plus 2 attack, and it has movement, so that's a bonus. This one becomes free later on, which is why I want it, although Nanoswarm is really handy. Remove all abilities, lower creatures thing. I'm going to take the Nanoswarm just to try to shut opponent stuff down. Now, is this thing move? Yeah. So we're going to grab the one that moves. Okay, second set. Again, rare draft. Move. I can activate to move a creature next to it. We got the movement thing going on. Another rare draft. This one is not particularly useful, but it becomes free later on. And those, I sell those later. That's why I want to rare draft, so I can get more money. This gives a creature mobility and attack. Well, mobility is good right now. And a little bit of extra attack. What do we have here? That has nothing. This one can draw cards when it dies. This one can level up cards. And actually is fairly strong on the attack, so that can be useful to kill creatures. This one moves. We'll take the movement one. We're going to rare draft you because when a friendly creature moves, it gets health and attack. Again, going on the whole movement theme. What do we have here? Negate defender. Creature. We're going to take the movement one again. Go with that movement. This one will move something else, so we're going to go with the movement. Aegis Wings. Give movement. This one has movement. Go with the movement. Everything's going to move around. Now I'm going to go with this again because it can help power cards up. We're going to go with the rare draft. I'm going kind of quickly today because I want to get back to other things. We'll discuss some of the things that I've been playing lately and such. Armor. Okay, so these two have movement. This one becomes a 15-18. This one becomes a 16-19 with movement 2. There we go. Movement. And now that's a nothing or something that gives something armor. We'll take the one that gives armor. That's almost all of my draft used up here. We have, now this is a good one to have. Although at this point, as you see, I have two different things to try for the rare draft. I can do Repress, which gives a creature -3, and if it's Utero, removes all the abilities. Can be useful, but I like this guy more. Because when the opponent plays the second card of the turn, they discard their hand. It stops a lot of the shenanigans, the likes of which my characters are going to be doing. Now, this is one that deals damage to a creature and powers one of yours up. That's handy. No, doesn't have movement, doesn't really have movement, doesn't have movement. I'm just checking for movement first. Okay. So this one, it gets +10 attack while it's opposed. Or this one, when the enemy player gains health, damage them. I'm going to take this. The gets stronger as the opponent... Oops. Or, I can't talk anymore. It gets stronger if there's something across from it. Now, there's two different options here. Defender and Mobility, which can be nice, and it's pretty good defense. Or this one, which gets stronger, and again, has Mobility. And then we're going to go ahead and take the last plus attack damage. Okay. How is this draft? I don't know. Probably going to suck. Always does for me. Let's find out. We've got a decent amount of rares, or heroics. Not a lot, but enough that they should be able to sell pretty well later on. We've got a lot of movement theme, and a couple cards that help with armor and can be useful, but might not be. Alrighty. For the first one, I'm going to have to go with this. When a friendly creature moves, it gains +1/+1. I should have put you on the side. Whatever. So now I want to drop something with movement. This can help anything move, so I want to drop him for sure. And then this one boosts the power of creatures next to it. So I think those two are the two I'm going to go for. You are going to poison the mage. Surprise, surprise. And you've got some armor. So I'm going to put the Mystic here. And the Strategist is going to come up. I'm going to put the Strategist here to power everyone up. Alright. Now we've got a Pummel Pack. So if two of these guys die, I'll Pummel Pack the other one. Or I could Pummel Pack you to negate the poison effectively. But it would also negate my shield, my armor. You're not useful at all this time out. Well, you're going to die. There's no way I can keep you alive, unfortunately. So you're going to die to the poison now. See, now the cute thing is they did this. What did they put it on? Give a friendly creature with armor. +2. Oh, so you gave it to that. Alright. I'm actually going to move you. Activate. Wait, what? To there. So I flip you around to here. Battle. Give you the pummel pack. And you should be able to kill him. Now I'm going to drop the drone next round so that I can have him for free later. And Master of Elements will let me cast extra spells, so you could be useful. Or I could just Frost Shatter strike somebody. Now that will do damage to me, but not that much thanks to the 4 armor. Now it'll do a lot of damage to me. Now it'll kill me. Okay. The drone can still straight up kill somebody if I use the Shattering Strike on it. And I'm going to put it in front of the higher damage one. And I am going to go ahead and do this. Deal damage to you. This will make it so that these two trade, and I just take a little bit of damage. Now, I'm falling behind here, which I'm not surprised. You guys have seen me play, and I'm bad at video games. What do we have here? You can move something over. Other than that, not a whole lot that's useful. What do we have up here? Each friendly creature, when it's forged, so that effect's already gone off. Great. So he's powering his stuff up. That's bad. So I'm going to want to drop this here to take him out. No, I'll drop this to take him out. Those two will trade. And you'll survive and kill him, unless he powers him up, which he probably will. Here's another pummel pack, which would give me a +6 and 6 armor. And another strategist, which is good. You're also a good card. Unfortunately, here's the problem right now, is I have 3 pretty good cards to deal with. And the ability only to use 2 of them. So it's really going to depend. Could put a card here, and it'll power both of these up. You'll still survive. Not by much, but you'll survive. So I am going to want to do this. And how much does this do? 7. So I can kill you, and then give you an extra 7. I could have done the pummel pack also, but I'd rather do this, because that's just straight up more damage to him. Okay. You will let me drop something and move something out of the way if necessary. Don't forget that you have a movement of 2. You can go all the way over here if you need to. So he can get out of danger. These two will trade. You need to get out of danger. And you give something a +4, don't you? So I can put this here. I would lose the Frost Shatter Strike this round, which is probably a good thing. Get rid of that. I'm going to move you over here so you're safe. And I need something to block this 7-11. I'm going to put the Tinkerer down. And get rid of probably, yeah, the Wind Primordial. There we go. Again, some good cards to deal with, and I'm not exactly sure which ones I'm going to want to use. I'm still behind. Oh, well, he's dead. What is your ability? Forge. So you're done, you're done. Everything, you don't have any extra abilities going on anymore. I could do this to give you a +5 and +5 armor. You'll die next round, though, so it would not be as useful. However, when a friendly creature moves, and put the Arbiter down so that you can only play 2 cards a turn. 9/11. You'll survive this attack. In theory. 3 and 6, 6 and 4. Well, I could get lucky and hit her with it. I don't trust myself to be lucky. Now, those 2 are going to hit me, and for a decent amount of damage. However, I can put Aegis Wings on you now and start moving you around with any luck. And I can Nanoswarm. Well, I can't Nanoswarm anything right now. That's the problem with Nanoswarm, is it's limited to what level the spell is. And all of his stuff is level 2, so the Nanoswarm is not useful. Thing is, I could move this over, and it will die from this. So that's not useful. I could move you over. Except I can't give you mobility. Actually, it wouldn't even give you mobility, would it? No, because this thing exists. So, yeah, that's not good for me at all. I can't give this thing armor. Wow, I am in trouble. I'll put this here, and I'll try to block the higher damage. That's basically all I can do. Yeah, things are not looking good for me. They never are. That's gonna hurt. I can do 7 damage to something, so I can take something out. Oh, you're gonna kill her with the poison now. So I can drop something and then give it a +5 attack, +5 armor. So I can put this here, pitch the Shatter Strike, and then give you armor. Or pitch the armor and give you 7 damage killing this. Because even if I put it here, the armor's gonna, the armor won't make it through. I could put it here and give it armor. This is awful. Yeah, I'm in a bad spot. If I put it here, basically I could put it here, kill this. I have nothing good. I have absolutely nothing good. So I'm going to do that. And then do this. And pitch the strike. But I'm dead because that's going to hit me for 18. So there's my first game. About as good as ever. Man, I need to get better at this game, especially if I'm streaming it like this. Because right now, everyone just gets to see my failures. Should come as no surprise, though. If it weren't for bad luck, I'd have no luck at all. Just remember, I want this game to be successful. If you see this game and you're even mildly interested in it, check it out. It is a free-to-play game. It's on Steam. As you can see, the servers are still up. The drafts are a good way to get cards. As you see, I do a lot of rare drafting, even though I'm not very good at the draft. I'm able to get a good selection of cards from it that I can use to build my library and build my resources up. And there's always people playing draft. I say that as I'm sitting and waiting in the queue. I do like the way the draft is handled in this, that it's just basically you build a draft deck whenever you can. You play it whenever you can against other people who built their own draft deck. It's not a specific draft tournament. You just play till you get so many wins or 2 losses. I think it's 7 wins or 8 wins, something like that. And then you can make another draft. There's no pressure that you're playing against the same people all the time. Alright, Master of Elements and Strategist would probably be the 2 better ones to drop. Because I need strong creatures. And I will say that most of the people playing the draft are pretty good players. That's the main thing about this game right now, and I will admit this. This is a problem of new players trying to get in. A majority of players that are playing are ones who've been here for a long time. The dedicated fan base. Which is another reason why I say the game really does need some fresh blood. Get some new players in who don't have the huge library. Yeah, I know, you're going to get curb stomped for a while. Trust me, I get curb stomped a lot too. Still, because I'm only medium tier for the most part. But if we can get more players in, it'll help balance this out, and we'll actually be able to play against people of like caliber. So don't let how difficult this game is to start right now discourage you. By all means, jump in and enjoy. The thing is, I put this here, he's going to die right away. I could put you here, and you'll just kick some butt. I'm going to put you next to it. Because he is actually going to be a good killer with his ability. I mean, look at this. At the high end, plus 16 when he's opposed, but only when he's opposed, really. I mean, look at this. I could give Aegis Wings. I could give Pummel Pack. Mystic. That one just straight up has a little bit of armor. Oh, so I do this now and it'll have armor too. And then it'll be able to kill that. But I'm kind of tempted to have it move over 1. Actually, let's just get you out of the way. Let you guys trade. Give it a Pummel Pack and Aegis Wings. There. Now this guy's becoming a formidable, a real force to be reckoned with, especially if I add this thing. So I'm going to put this down, and then this guy can just straight up move over and start killing things. Because he right now can move anywhere on the board. So he's always going to be able to hit the opponent. For a good chunk, too. Or I can drop him in front of creatures to kill them. That 6 defense is powerful. I don't believe you have any just straight up kill spells yet. Okay. If you don't do something to her, she's going to die and he's not going to get damaged. There we go. That's something. You're still going to die, but you're only going to do 3 to me. Which, considering I only have 5, is pretty good still. Alrighty. Let's go ahead and put you down. Move you here. And then I'm tempted to move you away. To drop this and move him away. Except I can just do that and kill it. And then not have to worry. And we'll put you out. So that you can only play 2 spells. Oh, nice. I need this before he dies. Because the Evoker will start powering you up. What is my opponent thinking? Hopefully my opponent isn't watching my stream so you can cheat. That is one thing about streaming this particular game, or really any competitive game. My opponent gets to see my plays ahead of time, so they can strategize around it. I'm just going to blame that for my losses. Even though I know that no one's actually really watching. Especially not the people I'm playing against. Oh, well, what are you going to do to power him up? That. Plus 3 attack. That'll do it. That'll kill him. Good job. Boink. And I get stronger. Now. There we go. Kill the creature. Get some extra damage for that attack. See, now what are you going to do? My stuff can keep getting stronger. With luck. What do you become? You start gaining a lot later on, so I should make sure to cast you. Okay, good. You want to make sure to kill her. And Aegis Wings, so you can start moving around. Cute. The problem is, anything I put down here, he can kill. So I'll put this here. You'll probably just go ahead and kill it. And I'll put a scout drone out just so I have a free scout drone later. Ah, but now I can have some real fun. Because I can put a strategist out. I can put Aegis Wings, a jetpack, Frost Shatter Strike, Ice Shard Berserker. All kinds of fun stuff. So what are you going to do? Are you going to damage me, or are you going to kill the Razortooth Stalker? Mobility 1 and armor 4. That's nice. Well, you're going to kill the Stalker, clearly. All right. Well, I can kill you, power you up, but not power you up enough, because that would be 8 plus 6 would only be... Oh, it would be 14, wouldn't it? Yeah, let's try that. Aegis Wings. There we go. A little bit better. We'll see what happens now. Ooh, there we go. Put her down. Of course, she's going to die next turn. There's no way around it. She will. There's basically no way around it. My opponent is going to put something down in front of her with 6 armor, or 6 damage. My opponent pretty much has to do that, or things get very annoying for him. The problem is that 1410 is going to be difficult to deal with, especially with the 4 armor. That thing's just going to keep chipping at me. I'm really surprised you didn't put that in front of her. I'm really surprised now. I don't know what you were thinking. You didn't know about this, but even then... Because I've got enough armor to deal with you. So no idea what's going on there. And when a friendly creature moves, it gets a +2/+2. So if you don't kill her this round, she's going to start getting really nasty. This will at least do 3 damage to you. So you've got to have something with 7. No, you're not doing it. Ah, there you go. That'll do it. How did you get the free one, though? Oh, you didn't. You just dropped those 2 creatures. Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. So, we'll put you out here. and you over here. Should have put you over here so I can just move things back and forth between you, but whatever. Yeah, I'm going to take a lot of damage coming up. That, however, I can deal with now. That's not a problem anymore. But I'm falling behind again. He's going to get a big attack on this round, and I can't really counter it yet. Would be nice to actually win a game on the stream, wouldn't it? You know, theoretically, on average, you should win 2. Because it should, since they're both draft, be roughly a coin flipped. But there's definite skill involved. Knowing what does what is very useful. Now, see, this is just weird. Now, I can keep her alive, but it wouldn't ultimately be very useful. I'd rather shut you down. And I'll throw a blocker in front of you. And movement in front of you. So now we're going to see what happens. And what's going to happen is I'm pretty much going to die. Because his creatures are going to steamroll all of mine. And he's going to have at least 2 still alive. Plus drop something else. So I am in a bad spot. There's no way around it. So I think this is going to pretty much be game for me again. Another short day because, man, I suck at this game. But I just can't help it. I love this game so much. I want to get better. And I'm trying. Oh, I'm trying. Not succeeding, but I'm trying. I want to get better at it. I want more people to play it because it's worth playing. Okay. I am going to die. Dang it. I can't really do anything to you, so I think what I'm going to do, this is dumb. Because these two are going to kill me. I just don't have enough hit points to deal with this stuff. Again, his creatures are just stronger. I'm not choosing the right creatures, clearly. I need stronger creatures that can deal with their stuff better. Nah, it's game. I don't have any way of winning. I'm not going to retire, though. I'm going to let it play out, but I have no way of winning this battle. So that's going to be it for today. I guess I should go ahead and talk about what's coming up next on my stream. I found a game on my list. I was looking through my stuff. I looked through my GOG. I looked through Uplay. I tried to run one of the Uplay games, but it didn't want to record. I looked at some of my other stuff on disk that's obscure. I got one to install and run. Won't record. Just so much problems with this stuff. You know, it's there are so many games I want to show, and just technology says no. It's not letting me do it. So whatever. That's a couple games down. So I checked my GOG. I checked Uplay. I checked Origin, and finally I went back to Steam and looked over my list. Didn't really find anything. And then I saw this game that I don't know where I got it. I don't seem to have a receipt for it. I don't recall ever hearing about it. It's not in any of the bundles that I saw listed. Called Condemned: Criminal Origins. So I did a little research on this game, and apparently it's about 10 years old, a little bit more than that. Was like one of the big Xbox 360 launch titles or so. I'd never heard of it that I can recall. Obviously I did at some point as I picked it up, but it looks interesting. I don't know much about it other than it runs. So I figure, yeah, I'll give it a try. Oh god, this got 11 armor. I didn't even notice it had 11 armor. So I'm dead. Doesn't matter what I do. So I figured I'd give it a try. So tomorrow, and it boots up, it runs, it records, no problem. Tomorrow I will begin recording Condemned: Criminal Origin. Never seen the game before. Gonna see what it's like. Going into it completely blind, just like I have so many other games. Fingers crossed that it's not a big failure like the others have been. Oh, hey, I got a Leyline Golem. So whenever a creature moves on their turn, this gets stronger. Basically, it's only really useful in draft, as I don't see people running movement decks that often outside of draft. This one, just when if you put it in opposed, it gets stronger. This thing, if you can manage to get raid, deals damage to the enemy. This one, move another friendly unit at random to a spot at random. Mobile defender, and if I upgrade it, I can level up a card. Don't particularly like these. So there you go. That's my quote prize unquote for being a complete failure today. That's going to be it. Please, like I say, if this game interests you at all, give it a shot. It's worth trying. Till next time, Internet. Take care and enjoy the games you play.